Hi guys, welcome to one more video series on the daily crypto market analysis. So today we are going to cover a lot of stuff. We'll try to keep the video shorter so that you don't have to spend a lot of time watching it. So if you remember, we had covered some good news analysis in the last video I had posted. If you have not watched that video, I strongly recommend you watch that video. I know it's a little long, but it shows you how to dissect the news and to find out exactly which is the correct one to follow and which is not the correct one to follow. Okay, I'll drop a link on top and you can go and watch it. There is some good news analysis in that about the ETH merger and the Tesla gain story and everything. So today we'll cover news. We'll not cover much news because nothing much important has come. One is the GDP. The GDP percentage of USA has come out, so we'll put some light on it, and then we'll focus on one important news, which is Coinbase getting sued and what are the updates going on in the insider trading in case that was happening. Yeah. After that, we'll just have a normal market watch. We'll see which coins are doing well. We'll see liquidations level, and then we'll quickly go over the trade setups that we are in that we took today morning and last night I had posted. So we'll just look at setups. Okay. So having said that, let's start with the GDP news. So as you can see, the GDP for the USA has come out for the second quarter, and as expected, it is trending negative. You can see in the first quarter it was 1.6 and now it is 0.3. Okay, so you can see the graph over here. I'll just zoom it a little bit for you. So yeah, you can see in the last quarter it was 1.6. Okay, and in the second quarter it is minus 0.9. If you remember, like I told you, that if a country's GDP comes negative in consecutive quarters, then it is in recession. So that is what was the meaning of recession, like we discussed in the last daily analysis video. But as you can see, that they are trying to portray that this is not a recession. Not that it matters to us. We already know that commodity prices are way too high in India only, so forget US. Okay, so you can see they're writing we are not in a recession, but clearly the economy growth is slowing. Okay, they want to put it this way, that the economic growth is slowing down. Okay, and the economy is close to stall speed, moving forward but barely. Yeah, they want to use this term forward so that because the presidential elections are going to come, I think in November or something, so probably they don't want to lose on the votes. So yeah, that's about it. Markets have reacted a lot to the news, like we predicted that if the basis points are going to stay 75 like the forecasted, then the markets are going to react in a positive way. So I had given you the plan on the basis of all the two types of scenarios I had given you. So yeah, that's how you prepare. Okay, and then the only thing I want to show you from this news is why the recession has happened. Okay, I mean why, as in as per USA. Okay, first is the supply chain issues because of brought about initially because of COVID. Because of COVID, a lot of factories got shut down, so there were supply chain issues in all the products getting delivered around the world. So that was the first reason. Second reason, the reason they mention is the Russia and the Ukraine war, and the most recent reason was China enacted strict shutdown measures to battle the burst of COVID cases, which just happened in the last month. There was a COVID outbreak in China, and they had to shut down the whole country to control the spread of COVID. Okay, so this is the major thing, and you can see that um, Jerome Powell's statement is also here. You can see still Fed Chairman Jerome Powell on Wednesday said he expects the increase to tamp down inflation, but he does not see the economy in recession. Okay, so same narrative everywhere. And you can see then this was the statement which was issued by Joe Biden, the president, saying that it is no surprise that the economy is slowing down and the Federal Reserve acts to bring down the inflation. Okay, so same story getting repeated and rinsed over and over again. So nothing more, nothing less. So don't bother with the USA GDP news. It's just that this figure was going to affect the market. So that is why it was important to cover. Now, what will happen if we go into recession, inflation? Everyone knows that. I have made a very good video on inflation, and if you see that video, that is all you want to know about inflation as an investor. I hope that I'll post that video over the weekend sometimes. Okay. If you want to be updated with what kind of inflation we are in, then you can see that this is the board for inflation. Yeah, so this is the app which is called as trueflation.com. Here you can see a lot of interest rates of commodities. So this will be the year-on-year total inflation rate. And then when you go to category over here, you can see food and beverages, housing, transport, utilities. You can just click on everyone and you can see it will give you the inflation rates and the graph chart. So on the basis of this, you can see that which commodity is basically uh, you know, increasing in value more than compared to other community. As you can see, health is just 4.7%, and you can see housing is 11.59% here. Yeah, so that's a clear indication that you should not be buying any house or real estate at the moment, okay, or else you'll end up paying premium prices. Now is the time to sell, not to buy. I'll make a separate video on how to invest in real estate altogether. Anyway, you can see alcohol and tobacco is 5.2, clothing is 4.8, so on and so forth. Okay, so I think this website has two data. One is USA, one is UK. You can see the USA inflation is 9.9, and if you click on UK, it's even worse. It's 13.8. Okay, that's why you see things are so expensive in UK. And if you go and see housing is 14.24, okay, which is a big number, big jump in price. You can see transport 15.52, utilities is 71.31. You can see how it has gone over time, okay. So yeah, that's why you see how expensive things are becoming. Anyway, so this is just a website, so you can keep a track on what's going on and what's not. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing. So let me just close this too. Yeah. So this is the Coinbase news. You can see Coinbase getting sued by the SEC, which is the Security and Exchange Commission. Now, if you remember the insider trading news which came I think last 10 days ago about the three Indians getting involved. So it is about them. I thought of making a little bit of a brief and giving you some details on this. So you can see uh, Ishan Wahi was the former Coinbase product manager. Okay, so he has been charged with an insider trading scheme worth $1.1 million. So he allegedly tipped off his brother Nikhil Wahi and his friend Sameer Amani about upcoming token listing announcements on crypto exchange. Okay, now they would not have got sued, but then what happened was Coinbase went ahead. You can see here, Coinbase went ahead and listed this token. Yes, still they would have survived this thing, but instead of listing them as securities, they listed them as digital assets, which is the SEC's major problem, that you cannot list something which is a security as digital assets because it is not legal. So that is why you can see 9 out of 25 cryptocurrencies allegedly purchased during the scheme were securities. Okay, so that is why they were subjected to strict financial disclosure and transparency as shares of a company. Okay, and you can see here the Coinbase declaration that we are confident that our rigorous diligence process, a process that SEC has always reviewed, keeps security off our platform, and we look forward to engaging with SEC on the matter. So, normally they don't go and battle outright with the SEC. So what they are going to do is, if it is proved that uh, it was actually a security and not a digital asset, and then they're going to end up paying some fine, and they're going to get out of it. But you can see here they are mentioned in one line, Coinbase does not list securities, end of story. Now I don't know how it is going to play out for them. Let's see what happens. Okay. You can see Kraken has had some similar violations in the US, which is investigated by the Treasury Department, but it's not too serious as I hear. Maybe people will make a fuss out of it that you should remove everything from Kraken, like the Binance news, that was coming in few days back that Binance is going bankrupt. Some Indian news channels were reporting. I didn't think that this was an important news, and I don't want to report fake news and waste yours and my time here. So yeah, basically, what is this? Is the U.S. Treasury Department has been investigating Kraken since 2019 on suspicion that it has violated some US sanctions and rules. Okay, so you can see here the Kraken chief legal officer has written here, Kraken does not comment on specific discussions with the regulators. Yeah, they cannot disclose, but Kraken closely monitors compliance with sanction laws, and as a general matter reports to regulators even potential issues. Okay, so here you can see that some of the companies like OpenSea, where you can buy and sell NFTs, what they have done is to avoid penalties. Some firms themselves take the lead, yeah, and they go and pay the fine in advance, yeah. But the Kraken CEO is against it because he says that the mission is to democratize finance and not to use crypto as a weapon. You can see Jesse Powell. I don't know if you follow him on Twitter. You can follow him. He's a great guy. You can see that he has mentioned these tweets that sometimes the hardest thing about having power is not knowing when knowing when not to use it. Okay, our mission is better served by focusing on individual needs above those of any government or political faction. Yeah, so I don't think he is going to bend down. So besides that, he said that if we wanted to voluntarily freeze, because it is the US zone of conflict, so if they wanted, they would have just frozen financial assets of residents of country unjustly attacking and provoking violence around the world. Okay, they would have done it, and they did not do it because this is not a viable business option for us. So you can see here he had written that besides, if we were going to voluntarily freeze financial accounts of residents of countries unjustly attacking and provoking violence around the world, step one would be to freeze all US accounts. As a practical matter, that's not really a viable business option for us. Okay, so this is the Coinbase news. Nothing significant has developed, so this is just that you get in the more you're informed, the more you don't the less you panic, and people will try to spread some FUD on this, so stay out of it. Okay, now I wanted to cover something I found this on Twitter. Someone posted this. I think Route to Flow was the one who posted this. This is a very good chart. I have made similar charts like this from 2013 to 2014, and I have it in my database. Someday I'll give it to you. But that chart normally covers the top 20 cryptocurrencies and how they have changed from, in the rankings from 2014 till now, till 2021. I had made last time just as a presentation to some of my investors. And that's why I keep on saying that hodling is not a good example, and do not marry your coins in crypto market because it is not going to end up well for you. Like you can see the 2017 rank in 2017, except BTC and Ethereum. BTC was in number one. Today also it is in number one. That's why I always talk about BTC. And you can see Ethereum was in number three, and today it is in number two. XRP, you see, so many people are talking about XRP, but it just keeps going down and down. I don't know why people keep investing in XRP. I really don't understand. And you can see all other coins over here have fallen drastically. I think the worst among them is minus 322 XVG, which is of course expected because of the ongoing cases on Voyager, which is going around. But in good coins, you can see LTC minus 14. Yeah, it is not doing really well. And XLM, I was really sad to see Monero and Stellar not doing good because these are good projects. So yeah, basically this is to show you that why you should not be hodling coins in crypto market, and why it is just best to do trading and be it in leverage or be it in spot, and just don't hold your bags and marry your coins like people are saying. It is not going to benefit you. BTC also, you cannot just hold BTC thinking that this is going to change your lives. Okay, don't do it till it is proven, because it's a bet against, this is a bet. Okay, the probability of this playing out is not 100%. So try to save and secure your portfolio over here. Okay, now moving on to the trade setups that we took. So let's start with BTC. As you can see, I was mentioning that day that there is a lot of liquidity around this area over here, this whole area. So I was expecting a push over here. So if you remember, we shorted of this higher high, and this swing failure we shorted here, but you can see that it found support on this trend line and started going up. So, I mean, there is nothing you can do here. Yeah. Like I told you, there are two scenarios here. This can be the ABC. So if C goes higher than A and comes down, I have to short, okay? Because this is a swing failure strategy to me. So then I would get a bigger ABC like this. Yeah. And then it will go up. Okay. So I am expecting something like this to happen. Even if something like this does not happen, then I'm expecting this wave to at least correct something and then try to go up, or come over here, and then I can take some profits out of that trade, and this will be my whole B. And then again we play the ABC approach over here and then go up. Okay, so this is the plan. That is why we took the trade over here, and these are the trades you have to try, guys. Okay, because you do not know that if the market is going to fall from here or the market is going to go up from here. Now you can see that let me just delete all this. I think it's quite clear to you. One day I'll make a good video on Elliott wave theory. That day it will be completely clear to you. But I think I explained it quite simply. So you can see from our entry today morning, which I gave, the position is really good. It has dropped down by 2% already. So depending on what leverage you have, secure your profits and move your entry to stop loss, because most of the trades I gave, it is normally a zero drawdown trade. So even if you manage to take some profits, move your entry to stop loss. There is no reason converting a winning trade to a losing trade. Okay. So this is the analogy about BTC. The profit factors, the areas of profit will still remain the same as per the higher time frame. You can see this is the point of contact, point of control zone, and I'm expecting BTC to at least come over here and test this area and then again go up. Okay, so because it is put in a higher high, you're not sure that either this is the high or it can go to the top of the parallel channel over here. Either way it can happen, but this is not long from here, so it's just 2% over here, 2.5%. So manage your stop loss accordingly. Okay, and let's see how this trade plays out. So this is the BTC trade. Coming over to the Ethereum trade, you can see over here that like I had marked, this is the liquidity supply zone, the entire zone over here you can see. So, and if you remember, this is a major resistance. This is the last year low. So this will be quite a big resistance. Okay. So that is why when it touched over here and it came down, if you go on lower time frames, like 15 minutes or something, it will give you good entry points. So I entered on the basis of this swing failure. Yeah. When it put in a higher high, you can see RSI was already making lot of bearish divergence over here. So because there was a major resistance over here, so I took the short, and you can see from our entry yesterday night, it has already come down by 3.3%. Okay, so no reason making it a losing trade again. So trade carefully, guys. What I mean is, market is so volatile, so you don't know exactly what will happen. But the profit factors for this trade is again the same, like I showed you, that this is my impulse wave POC, this full wave. So the ABC on Ethereum will be like this. Now today I'll come up with one more video for Ethereum macro trade setup. So I'll explain in more details over there. Okay, but for now, this I hope you understand this trade analogy. So now let's go on to the other two trades that we are in. One is Matic. You can see Matic over here is yeah, perfect entry for Matic. So we took Matic on this swing failure basis. As soon as it put in a higher high and came down, we entered this trade, and you can see it is already down by 4.5% since our entry, 4.4%. Okay, so the analogy remains same. Okay, for Matic, that if I just put in one thing. If I just go to some higher time frames, you can see that ABC over here. Yep. So I'm hoping that this is a big A, and now I'm looking for a big B and then a C up. Okay. So this, if you are not sure, this is the ABC in this. Okay. As soon as it put in a higher high, we enter a trade. Okay. Now, hopefully that this will work out. The other trade we are in is Sol, which I gave you over here. Now I wanted to wait for this parallel zone to materialize, this top of the parallel channel over here. Yeah, let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. Yeah. So I wanted Sol to at least visit the top of the parallel channel, but because BTC had given a higher high, so I thought that okay, let's just enter Sol. I had entered Sol last night, and luckily that it came down. It came back to the same level today, so we are in some good profits over here now. Yeah, so you can. The logic remains same that if this is my impulse wave over here, which is come down, my corrective wave which is come down, then I'm expecting the B to come somewhere over here, which is exactly in the golden pocket. You can see it has retraced. Then the ABC I'm expecting to happen is somewhat like this. Yeah, so this will complete my bigger ABC over here like this, and then we go up. Okay, so this is my trade analogy on Sol, and I hope you understand all the logic and reasonings of why we took the trades. And yeah, I'll just keep you updated in the Telegram and Twitter channel. If you have not joined us there, then please subscribe to our Telegram channel. The link is in the description below. Okay, now moving forward to the top 100 cryptocurrencies over here, you can see crypto market has done very good. You can see so ETC is up by 23.8%. Okay, Ethereum Classic, and it's not a good coin, so I don't invest in it. Just a proxy of ETH. And Axie Infinity, you can see 12.36 up. OP is up by 48.54%. So yeah, overall the market has done good, but you can see on BTC, if I just try to show you, as you go on higher time frames, and you can see with the RSI levels over here, you can see RSI has played out almost perfectly like we had drawn before. You can see that RSIs are offering some good bearish divergences on smaller time frames. Yeah, 15 minutes you can see that price is putting in higher highs and RSI is putting in higher lows continuously. So I'm hoping that this is going to play out. And if you're going to see Ethereum, then you can see on higher time frames, even on bigger time frames like 4 hours and everything, Ethereum is constantly putting big active bearish divergence. Okay, you can see from here to here higher high on price, and from here to here lower high on RSI. Okay, so this is generally a good 4 hour time frame bearish divergence is normally a good point to short from. Now yeah, let's see what happens. So yeah, I think this is the time to take some profits from crypto market. If you are long or you are in some spot positions, don't just hold your bag and see all your coins, all your profits vanishing in front of your eyes. Okay, like you can see the long and shorts ratio over here. In the last 1 hour, you can see there is equal distribution almost long and short. I think only Bitfinex there is a lot of lunatic longs on those exchanges, so they keep longing every green candle because they are all old people in crypto, so they do not know how to trade, I believe. And if you want to see the liquidation watch, then you can see 8.84 million wrecked, and in the last 24 hours 488.51 million. Yeah, a lot of good traders have also got stopped out yesterday, not liquidated, because you should never get liquidated from your position. If you're doing that, then you're not trading correctly. Okay, but markets are tricky, sometimes it can happen. As you can see here, 121,000 traders liquidated. Okay, you can see in the last 4 hours short long, 24 hours was all short, and you can see now it is changing slowly to longs. Okay, so this is how you can figure out. And if you want to see funding rate, you can see that funding rate is same like we had seen last time. Some exchanges are going negative because people are probably shorting a little bit more. But in exchanges like BitMEX and all, it is still positive because there are a lot of longs open over here. Yeah. So that's about funding rate. Nothing has changed, and I don't believe that you can figure out much from funding rate, so I don't stress much on it. It's up to you. If you want to look at one more indicator to justify your trades, then so be it. Okay. Now coming to the order charts, you can see there are a lot of stacked orders. If you just go and click here 100, then you can see there are a lot of BTC orders which are for sell here. Yeah, you can see at these prices 24,000, total amount of BTC 3,750. So what this does is this tries to club orders from all the exchanges and tries to show it to you. You can see here are the exchanges symbol which is it's showing. Okay, and you can see a lot of buy, but you can see there is a lot of still buyers control over here. Okay, from the depth chart you can know that. I don't know if you know how to read depth chart, but they offer a very good spot investing strategy. Maybe one day I'll make a video on how to use depth chart, but you can see the buyer's dominance is still there, the seller dominance is not yet occurred. Probably today in the US market we are going to see some change in the bias of traders in the market. If not, and we go to test the top of the parallel channel in BTC, then we get stopped out and we try to enter trades again. Okay, there is nothing wrong in losing trades. It's just that the trade you are in should be a good trade. Okay, you should be convinced enough why you have taken the trade. Okay, having said that, I think guys, this is enough daily analysis for crypto market. I think this knowledge is enough for one day for whatever you need for investing and trading in crypto. Yeah, and I'll see you again later. And don't wait tonight for the ETH's Ethereum's macro trade setup video, and I'm sure you're going to like it. So stay tuned for all that video. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. And if you like the content, then consider sharing our channel with your friends and family. And if you have some queries and if you have some feedback about how you like the video, please mention it in the comment section, because the more feedback I get, the more improved version of videos I can put out for you guys. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.